Big game this week, obviously. What's it like after the season you guys have had and with the record you had to be sitting here knowing that you're one win from the playoffs?
I mean, you can just tell everybody, everybody bought into it, man. We had a rough start, and to win those 4 games in a row and put ourselves in a good situation. And to be able to control our own destiny, knowing how important this game is, you live for these type of moments. But we know we still got business to handle. We're excited about it and ready to fly around, and get that W.
You're with Alex Smith all week. Can you just tell how badly he wants to get back out there?
Oh, Alex, he wants it, man. He's trying to fix whatever he got going on. He's in the training room every second. You can just feel it. You can tell that he want to be out there and play. He want to help us get this W and go to the playoffs.
JD, what was it like to be in the huddle with your 4th different quarterback of the season there at the end of the game? What did you make of Taylor's performance?
Taylor went out there, man. He's a veteran guy. Not knowing him that much, but the way he came in the game and played, you can tell he knows his offense. You can tell that he understands the system. He's a confident guy. I think he threw for like 750 yards in college. He's been here before, man. He's a baller. You want guys like that in the huddle.
JD, what can you learn from last week's game? A game that you had a chance to win the division, everything was on the line, and now this week is basically part 2, another chance, another opportunity. How can you learn from that game against Carolina and bring it to, arguably the biggest game of the year against Philly?
Well, I mean, we've been a second-half team this whole year, and that's what gets you beat, turning the ball over. So it's something that didn't happen to us before, but we know we can't do that. We can't come out in the second half every time, and the defense plays great in the second half, and they play good the whole game. But the offense, we got to start early, man. And we just got to – and when I say start early, I mean just finishing drives, because we have our moments in the drives where we just have one mistake. One guy does something wrong every other drive, and we just can't do that. You got to have 11 guys on the same page when we're talking about NFL football. So, I mean, it's nothing to learn. It's just what we already know, and we know what we got to do.
JD, can you take me through the player's mindset and mentality of a big game like this, and how a lot of you just embrace the moment and the big stage and the spotlight of everything on the line? Take me through that mentality.
I mean, we understand the situation. Some guys, I've been in the playoffs before, so I know what it feels like once to get in that playoffs and just the atmosphere. But you can just tell guys are laser focused out there, man. There's not much talking. If it's talking, it's about football. Guys just ready to play, man.
You mentioned being a second-half team. How do you become a first-half team? How do you start better and not get behind in these games?
Well, I mean, just doing the little things, man. That's the little things that get you beat. It's the little things that win games. So we just got to do the little things correctly, man. We got to take what the defense give us. We got to control the ball. We got to not turn the ball over. We got to take the ball off them. Those type of things, man.
Thanks, G.
Hey, JD, what was Taylor like in the huddle? Do you remember how he handled things? Anything he said? What was he like?
He reminds me a lot of Kyle and just the QBs in general. Alex, just to come in the huddle, be confident, and to look everybody in the eyes and tell us to play and also tell us what we need to do right there. You can tell he's been here before, but I'm happy for him. I'm happy for the way he came in and played, the way he fought, and I'm excited to see how it goes Sunday.
Last one.
JD, what have you learned from?
How did you guys approach Dwayne's release? How did Ron talk to you guys about that? How did that impact the mood in the locker room?
Dwayne's release. Dwayne knows what he got to get better at. He knows what he got to do. That's a question for him. But the team, the only thing we could do is push forward. In a situation like that, we can't think about the past. We got to get ready for Sunday and play. We wish Dwayne, the best with his career, his fresh start, and hopefully he can get things going how he wants.
Appreciate it. Thanks, JD.
Steven, what's up? Obviously, big game, with the division on the line. How do you guys approach, knowing what's at stake?
We attack it the same way as we always do. the next game is the most important game. That's every week. You know, we 0-0. Just worried about this one. Got to go get a big win this week, and you know, we're in control of our destiny. So we just got to do what we have to do, protect the football, and you know, make plays, and we'll come out victorious.
You know, with the punt returning, obviously not what you wanted last week. Where do you stand on that? Is there anything you do and go back and get ready for in terms of being ready to get back at it this week?
You said what?
Punt returning.
So you ready to get back at it this
Oh
week?
yeah, definitely ready to get back out there this week. You know, I let one get away from me last week. You know, it comes with the job. You know, it's all right. I'll be better this week. I'll handle everything I'm supposed to handle. There won't be no more balls on the ground.
So many different quarterbacks this year. How have you adjusted to not knowing who will throw you the ball on a given week? All these different guys.
I've kind of been prepared for that since I played in college. You know, in college we did a lot of quarterback swapping and this and that. So I'm used to it. You know, it's the next guy up. As if it was any position, we're ready to go. We stand behind whoever's back there calling the plays.
Steven, I know you didn't do a lot of playing for a title in college. What's it like to be on the verge of something cool like this?
Oh, it's big. You know, I haven't had anything like, you know, after the regular season, playoffs, postseason, post games, you know, things like that. I haven't had that since high school, so it's very big for me. I'm gonna have to do my 111th, and that's pretty much my main focus this week. Do my job, and that's all I can control.
Hey,
Steven, for you and a lot of your – go ahead, Ben.
No, sorry, let's go.
Steven, for you and a lot of your teammates, this is going to be your first time playing on Sunday Night Football. Obviously, you know, you grew up watching the big game. And what's that going to be like being on the big stage and playing on Sunday Night Football?
It's really not a big stage, honestly. You know, we played some night games before last year. You know, it's just like a Monday night or a Thursday night game. It's the same. It's primetime football, and it's December football. January is going to be January football. So, you know, this is when you know your name's remembered forever. You know, so guys just go out there and make plays. This primetime football is nothing better we can ask for.
Steven, this team unfortunately has had the trend of starting slow and getting in a hole in games and getting behind. How does that change? How do you start quicker? How do you play better early on in the game?
Focus. You know, you just focus. You just focus on starting fast. You know, focus on not having any penalties or not dropping the punt. You know, things like that early in the game, and that's how you start fast.
What's the mood in the locker room right now? You know, days away from the biggest game of the year. How the fellas feeling?
Everybody, I feel a lot of energy. It's energetic. Guys just ready to go out there. Today we had practice. Guys were flying around. You know, we know it's at stake. We got a bad taste in our mouth from last week. We let one get away, and we got to go handle business this week.
Thanks, Steven.
Thank you.
Anybody else?
Hey, Steven. So you've been with Ron Rivera for about a year, almost a year exactly. And what have you learned from him in that year span?
I like Coach Ron. He's everything, you know, you want out of head coach. He's a player's coach. You know, he does for us. You know, he wants the best for us. He protects our body. He makes sure we're 100%. We're ready to go. We know what the task is on Sundays, and we'll go from there.
Appreciate
Steven, the fact that you guys are going to go to Philly, there's not going to be anybody in the stands. I mean, you remember last year what a Philly crowd is like. Does that give you guys an advantage in the sense that it's almost like a neutral site?
No, I don't. I really never see the crowd as an advantage, really. I mean, they can make noise, but I mean, it's on us. You know, it's on us to do what we have to do. We have to focus in and lock in and go take care of business.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Steven.
Appreciate it. You guys have a good one.